All I want is red meat and salt. Welcome back to my channel. Dine and Taste is your girl That's So Tay, delivering your restaurant bar experience from the comfort of your home. As you guys know, on Dine and Taste we talk about everything regarding the restaurant experience, from the parking situation to the hospitality team to the food on your plate. We will be diving into all of that today, and we'll be talking about the 101 North Eatery and Bar in Westlake Village. So of course we are going to start with parking. As we know on this channel, parking is your first impression of a restaurant experience. So of course we want to get that out of the way first. Parking is not bad. There is a lot of foot traffic going on because it is in a shopping center with other restaurants, bars, and popular stores, but it's for free, self-parking, and still relatively very close to the restaurant. And if you have to park a little further, it's not like you're walking a mile to get to where you need to go. So parking, A+. We are going to talk about Ambiance and Attire, and at the same time, let's just throw in service, because with Eureka, because of how they did their COVID measurements, we didn't really interact with any staff. We only had that QR code and so forth and so forth. But with 101 North, we had a server. So let's talk Ambiance, Attire, and hospitality. So my favorite type of restaurant to go to ambiance-wise is 101 North to the T. I'm talking moody, I'm talking hip, I'm talking trendy, I'm talking like that dark, moody, hip, sexy, but youthful kind of restaurant. And that is exactly what 101 is. Actually, Westlake, Agora Hills, Thousand Oaks, they all kind of have that type of ambiance, kind of like a darker, moody, fireplace, like type of vibe. It's my type of vibe. It had a lot of wood finishes to the restaurant. Our table, a lot of the trimmings of the wall, the longer tables in the middle of the restaurant. The bar was also very chic. We got there when the sun was still out, so you didn't really get the feel of like a dark ambiance in the restaurant until it rolled around nighttime. But even during the day, still very beautiful. They do have indoor and outdoor seating. We sat inside. I got a look of what the outside looked like. Their patio isn't very big, and I'll also get into kind of like their COVID measurements. I know that that's something that we discussed with Eureka, so I want to make sure that we continue to discuss that. We did sit indoors closer to the outdoor area, so I can kind of give a little input on how the I forgot I didn't have my mic. So if my audio sounded a little off in the beginning of the video, I do apologize. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me a lot better now. My mic is connected, so let's get back into it. The attire of the restaurant, there is not any, from what I saw or was told, a dress code. I did dress up a little fancier because I was going for a special occasion. The servers are also dressed pretty casually. They're wearing a t-shirt that says 101 North across of it and jeans. I need to go somewhere where there has to be a dress code, because I really want to say in the video, yes, there's a dress code. Like, I really want to, but I guess everywhere that I go is pretty casual. I still dress up. I still wear my heels and things like that, but they're pretty casual locations in the sense of like, there's not like you can't wear a jersey there. Like, you can. It doesn't really go with the vibe of the restaurant. Like, I saw a lot of sundresses, I saw a lot of wedges, I saw a lot of fedoras, guys in nice jeans. Nothing crazy, but I didn't see any dress code. I didn't see anyone say anything about a dress code, and I couldn't find a dress code online. So there is no dress code, but I did dress up, but there were more casual people in the restaurant as well. Now, speaking of their COVID measurements, there ain't none. Because California as a whole has now opened up everything. Everything is back to technically normal. Certain stores still require people who are not vaccinated to wear masks and such, but everything is open and in full capacity. So I think a lot of restaurants are kind of going back towards their normal ways of doing things. They do have outdoor seating, so if you are uncomfortable with eating inside, you do have that option. But like I said, their outdoor seating patio was very small. And not only was it small, but it was packed. Now they did have all the doors open, but yeah, patio was small. The servers were not wearing masks. So that is something you might want to keep in mind if you're very cautious about COVID. The only reason why I think that this is important is because COVID has affected everybody differently. But if you're planning on going to a restaurant and having this wonderful experience and eating this delicious food, but you're uncomfortable about COVID and you're easing back into society, but you have no idea what to expect when it comes to like their COVID measurements and their protocol and their safety measurements, I think that that's something important to acknowledge, because that would change your restaurant experience, right? We had such a sweet server. I don't know her name and I didn't think to get it while we were at the restaurant, but she was so sweet, very attentive, very on time with our orders. So she had very good timing when it came to paying attention to us and our needs. Now let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the food and the drinks. This was my first time going to this restaurant, so I haven't tried multiple plates to be able to get a full range of like how their food is. You know, does the chef have bad days? Does some stuff hit and some stuff doesn't? I did not try everything. I'll try to give you a pretty good review on their food based off of what I got and what my friends said about their plates. So let's get into it. So I tried the 2 appetizers, the papas French fries and the short rib sliders. What you will see a lot on this channel are a lot of burgers, a lot of sliders. I am a cheeseburger, sliders, meat, red meat type girl. The sliders are a short rib piece of meat. They give you 3 sliders. The buns are toasted. They have a butteriness to them, so if you are someone who can't eat butter or dairy, that might be something you want to ask the server to maybe take out, because those are the kind of things that could sneak up on you if you have allergies to something. But there's definitely a butteriness to it, so make sure if that's something that you can't eat, you ask your server and kind of get a little more inquiry. It could have been oil, but it seemed buttery to me. Papas are also the thick cut French fries, very salty, my favorite. That is what I like. I just made my diet sound so terrible. All I want is red meat and salt. Now they do have individual pizzas, they have salads, they have main course entrees. So for dessert, we tried the creme brulee. I believe it was a vegan coconut creme brulee, and their bobolini, I don't know how to pronounce it. They were delicious. Powdered sugar. They gave us 3 or 4 different types of jellies that you can dip the dessert into. There was like a Nutella, a strawberry jam, a blueberry jam, and then some type of yellow cream. I don't know what it was called, but it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. They gave us a good amount. I want to say about 8 pieces of this dessert. So you have a pretty filling dessert. The other dessert that we tried was the vegan coconut creme brulee. Now I didn't really try it. I just like kind of dipped my spoon in and like kind of gave it like a swirl. For one, it was coconut. And I am not a coconut person. No shade to people who love coconut. If you like coconut, then definitely give it a try. But I am not a coconut person, so I should have already known ahead of time that I wasn't gonna favor this dessert that much. But it wasn't my cup of tea. I also felt like, and to be honest with you, I've never really had creme brulee, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. But it was very Greek yogurt. I don't know if that's how creme brulee is supposed to be, but it kind of just tastes like cream yogurt. Or it kind of just tastes like Greek yogurt with granola on top with mango. Like, that was pretty much what it tastes like. My friends seemed to enjoy it, so maybe it was something that I just didn't have a taste for personally. Speaking of vegan, there are vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options at this restaurant. I think that's very important to know for those of you who have those dietary restrictions. They also have those options for their pizzas. Price point, let's get into that really quickly. Their main course dishes range from about $25 to $40. So that was the most expensive thing on the menu. They do have drinks. Now, I did not try a drink at the restaurant. I did not try it, but several of my girlfriends did, and they said that they were very refreshing, very summery, fresh. I'm not sure which type of drinks they ordered. They were cocktails, but there was a beautiful presentation, and they did look very refreshing. And even one of my girlfriends who doesn't drink very often drank too. That's how impressed she was. So that's just a lot. The sides are about $8 a side, and their pizzas and salads range from about $15 to $20. It was so good. All of my friends seemed very impressed with the food that they had gotten. All of us seemed very full and content, and ultimately that's what you want. All right, guys, so I think we've talked everything: parking, ambiance, attire, food, price point, diet, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. I think we got it all. I will say 101 North Eatery and Bar is an amazing place to go. A good ambiance, a fun time, great service, and I really think that this is somewhere that everyone should check out. I really enjoyed my experience at this restaurant, and I think that you will too. Let me know in the comments if you end up going to this restaurant and giving it a try, and what was your experience there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time on Dine and Taste.